Good evening, everybody. Welcome on into HSN and 60 minutes dedicated to the world's finest vitamins and supplements, of course, brought to us by our dear friend, Mr. Andrew Lessman, for over 40 years, the leader when it comes to purity, quality, and efficacy. Tonight, 3 Today specials. We're going to get started with our first one, and as Mr. Andrew Lessman knows, who is on the phone, Andrew, first of all, it is wonderful to see you for your final Today specials of the year. And Andrew, you know I look forward to talking about Essential One because there is simply no comparison. Nobody does a multivitamin better than you.
Well, it's really our standout product. It's our foundational product. It's where I started. My first product I made really was our multivitamin. At the time, it was called Essential 100, right, because at that time, 42 years ago, we were focusing on the RDA, 100% of the RDA. Since that time, of course, my product has evolved dramatically. I mean, this product contains 2,000 IU of vitamin D3, 100 micrograms of natural B12. You will not find natural B12 in any of the leading multivitamins. So if you just compared this ingredient by ingredient to all of the leading brands, what you'd find is we are higher potency. What you'd find is that we are superior quality, natural ingredients in terms of B12, in terms of folic acid. And the best part of all, we're a much, much better value, and it will not upset your stomach. It will be easy to swallow. So you just get more for your money. And when it comes to our health, we want to invest wisely, and there's no better investment you can make starting with my products than with Essential One.
Well, talking of value for money, today's special pricing is sensational. Let's take a look. 3 sizes to choose from, a 60, a 180, or a 400 capsule. You'll see where the pricing typically is and what the pricing will be after the today's special. This is where we are for the today's special. Just to put it in perspective, right now, you can buy 400 caps for $79.90. That's less than you would spend on 180 caps, which would normally be $89.90. So, Andrew, pennies a day for that one thing, the easiest thing, for somebody that wants to do something good for themselves and they've considered taking a multivitamin. Just like you said, you want the most comprehensive list of ingredients, you want the most potency, you want to do the best you can, and your multivitamin outranks the others, just in a side-by-side comparison. And we're talking all the big brands that we've looked at.
When you look at, say, B12, when you look at all the different B vitamins, you're talking about multiple times higher potency. And then you're talking about a form that is demonstrably, dramatically, objectively superior. The typical form that you'll find in all the leading multivitamins for B12 is something called cyanocobalamin. Cyano sounds a little bit like cyanide, a poison. And it does because that form of B12, which is a synthetic form of B12, when your body metabolizes it, liberates trace amounts of cyanide. It does not have any reason. It should not be found in a multivitamin. The natural form of B12, which is what we use uniquely in terms of all the leading brands, the natural form is superior. It's what your body knows how to use. It's what your body wants to use. And that's all that we use. Ours is also protected from stomach acid because B12 is well known to not be significantly active when you take it orally because stomach acid, it's a very fragile molecular structure, so stomach acid could damage it. But our product is protected from stomach acid. So again, you get the benefits. What we do with our product is ensure you get the benefits, but even more importantly, eliminate all of the problems that the typical multivitamins have.
Yes.
Some people don't like artificial colors. I think they have no business being in a healthy product. Most experts consider them to be extremely unhealthy. Artificial colors don't need to be in an adult multivitamin. We're not kids. We don't need to be fooled into taking it. No binders, no fillers, no lubricants. It's a pure product. It will be easy to swallow. Our small capsules, because there are no additives, we could deliver more and still have it be a small, easy-to-swallow capsule. It will never upset your stomach. It's not just gentler. It's intended and designed to be completely gentle. In fact, when you take it, it tends to be soothing to the stomach. So it's unlike any other multivitamin. So all the reasons that made it so difficult to follow our doctor's guidance, because most doctors recommend that the foundation of good nutrition obviously is a sound diet, but the nutritional insurance that the science and research has validated that a multivitamin provides is just common sense. But as common sense as it is, it's uncommonly unpleasant to take a typical multivitamin, and ours is different. It gives you the benefits you seek, and if you just look at the reviews, of which there I think are about 4,000,
Yes.
well over 80% are 5-star. I just was looking at a little list here that over 1,500 of the reviews refer to the product or the results as great.
Yep.
I'm looking at it here. Over 1,000 reviews say it's the best multivitamin on the market. Over 1,400 reviews said they love the product, use the word love. So it truly is unique, and it's worth a try, and this time of year, it's so affordable, as Adam said a moment ago, it's just pennies a day.
Honestly, they're going to have to turn my microphone off, because we could lock the doors and I could talk about this all night long. If you're new to HSN and you've never seen anything that HSN has to offer, the one product I would tell you to start with is Andrew Lessman, his vitamins, and most specifically, Andrew's Essential One. If you've been with HSN for a long time and you have never taken this, I encourage you to do it. You might right now be buying Centrum or One A Day or all of these big brands that have the flashy advertising. All I will say is, if you stack up those brands versus Andrew's Essential One, there is one distinct winner, and it's not those. Let's put it that way. So if you're gonna go and take the time to take a multivitamin, let's take one with maximum benefits. If it's your husband or your son or your daughter who you know maybe isn't getting that full comprehensive amount of nutrition maybe from the diet, and you want them to take a multivitamin, this is something you should really consider. Today is the day, though, the only day where you get this pricing. If you call tomorrow, this pricing won't be active. If you order it today, the 400 caps, obviously going to last you a little over a year, so you're going to be all set. It's $79.90. And Andrew, maybe that's the icing on the cake. You compare it to the others, there is no comparison, and then you say, well, am I paying more for this level of purity and potency? And the answer is, no, you're not.
I steal the language from what someone said cleverly in a review a long time ago, that I should compare my products to the competition. But there's really no comparison, right, because there's really no competition. If you really break it down and you look ingredient by ingredient, you'll find numerous key ingredients in our product that will not be found in theirs. Lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin. You'll find a form of folic acid in my product, the natural form that every human body can use, instead of the synthetic form that about a third or 40% of individuals can't use at all. And I'm one of those people who can't use the typical folic acid that is found in virtually every multivitamin. That's why we use this different form that is many, many, many times more expensive. The same thing with our B12, our natural B12, instead of the synthetic cyanide-based B12. Our vitamin C is non-acidic because vitamin C shouldn't upset your stomach. Our vitamin E is natural. All the leading brands use synthetic vitamin E. They use synthetic beta-carotene as well. And again, talking about the differences, most folks would think, okay, he's using all these different and superior forms, but he's probably giving us less of them. And it's probably going to cost a lot more. The fact is, we use all the superior forms instead of also being stuck in the past with the science of 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago. We're following the science of today. That's why you're getting 2,000 IU of vitamin D3, 100 micrograms of vitamin B12. You're getting the levels that the science today emphasized that we need, and yet you're not paying more. You're getting better quality, you're getting better efficacy, you're getting better quantity, and you're getting a better value as well. So again, it's for less than 20 cents a day in the large size.
Yep.
You're getting the equivalent of a separate vitamin D, a separate vitamin C, a separate B12. You're getting a separate specialty folic acid, and the same with our B12. So the value is just incomparable, and it's where we all need to start. We all know that the vitamins and minerals in our diet, our bodies can't make them. They're essential for our good health. They're essential for our energy, for our positive outlook, for how we move through the world. And we know our diet doesn't deliver them in the quantities that we require. I try to eat a truly healthy diet, and yet I know I need a multivitamin for that nutritional insurance. And that's all this is. It's pennies a day insurance.
Well, Andrew, they're letting me know that we are extremely busy. We're nearly 10,000 sold already. I'm excited for all the new customers joining us, and I'm excited to see so many of you who are stocking up tonight to make sure you're going to start 2022 in the best possible way. Andrew referenced some of the reviews. Let's take a moment to read some, because there are 4,000 of them online. Andrew's products are the most highly reviewed of any product you have seen here on the Home Shopping Network. Best multivitamins on the planet. This is a real review. I love Essential 1 with D3. Many multivitamins upset my stomach or are horse pills, which I cannot swallow. These are the perfect size and have an incredibly high level of potency per pill. I love listening to Andrew, as he is so knowledgeable on vitamins and nutrition. I say this as a chemist that works for the largest vitamin manufacturer in the world, who supply manufacturers like Andrew, so I would know. I mean, that review alone says everything. Best multivitamin on the market. My entire family takes this multivitamin. That is 5 of us. I have tried dozens of different brands of multivitamins, and this one tops them all. Most vitamins are hard tablets that don't dissolve that well and are hard to swallow. Capsules are much better, and the quality of Andrew's vitamins are the best. Best vitamin choice. I have been using Essential 1 vitamins for several years now. About once a year, I do a detailed comparison of these vitamins and other brands to ensure I am getting the very best vitamin for my money, right? It's sensible. These vitamins always win in every comparison. I also appreciate that these vitamins are made here in the United States of America at such a highly reputable company. I highly recommend these. I'll do one last one. Best vitamins. I have taken many of Andrew's vitamins over the last few years and always start with Essential 1, as Andrew recommends. No other vitamins work better for me after taking Essential 1. When I see people buying vitamins in local stores, I want to stop and tell them how much better Andrew's vitamins are. Listen, it's none of my business to stop strangers unless the opportunity arises that I could state my opinion. I have recommended Andrew Lessman's vitamins to family members, and they are very easy to digest. I feel the same way. You go to the big box stores, the big vitamin supplement stores. People are buying these big brands like Centrum or One A Day every single hour of every single day of every single week. And all I say is this: if you take yours and you put it up against Andrew's, Andrew's wins hands down. So again, if I'm gonna spend my money to buy a multivitamin, let's get the one with the most bang for your buck. And Andrew, it's such an easy choice. And when you listen to those reviews and hear those reviews, your customers that are doing their own research is the ultimate proof in the pudding.
Well, and clearly, the more someone knows, that initial review, someone who works in the industry,
yes,
a technical person in the industry, the more you know, the more you appreciate how uniquely we go about doing what we do. Most vitamins you see out in the marketplace are manufactured by contract manufacturers. I think it's 90% of vitamins out in stores or on the internet are made by contract manufacturers. These are companies that don't have their own brand, but just make vitamins for everybody else. We make our vitamins ourselves. They're so unique in that they're additive-free, the ingredient choices we make, that we had to make them ourselves. I mean, from the day I started offering my vitamins, I uniquely started making my vitamins. Most companies never contemplate making a vitamin. They sell vitamins. They don't make vitamins. So we had to do it differently, wanted to do it differently, because the key to making a product like this is making sure that you have a positive experience. If you don't have a positive experience, no matter how technically beneficial it might be, no matter how much your doctor wants you to take it, you'll stop taking it if you're not going to have a good experience. So the entire goal behind our making our products ourselves was to eliminate all of those terrible experiences, whether it's upset stomachs, nausea, repeating, difficult swallowing, allergenic ingredients, artificial colors, synthetic ingredients, inactive ingredients. All of these things are problems. And if you're investing in a product, you have a goal for that product. That goal isn't an upset stomach or difficult swallowing. That goal is supporting energy levels, supporting the key systems and organs in your body, supporting a positive mood and outlook. Those are the things that can only arrive if the product is designed to deliver the key nutrients. Rock hard tablets are not a sound way to deliver nutrients. They're an obstacle. They're a prison. They basically are swallowing rocks. And swallowing rocks, common sense would tell you, is not a wise idea and a wise way to deliver these key nutrients. And an ultrafine powder in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule without additives and only the key ingredients you want, that's the way a product shows you respect. I mean, that's the way, as a manufacturer of this product, that's the way I show everyone the respect they deserve, because the product is made to work. It's made to be kind and gentle and beneficial.
I hope we're enticing you tonight to give this a go and to give this a try. I think you can certainly see how passionate I am about this. I have religiously taken Andrew's Essential One ever since I started here at the network and heard Andrew talking about it, and I would encourage you to do the same. Andrew follows the science. His formulas evolve, they improve over time. And even to Andrew's basic fact of the rock hard tablet, we have a few of the usual suspects out here, a pretty red one, an orange one, a green one. These are all rock hard tablets. Maybe this is the ultimate telltale. Already, if your multivitamin looks like this, you already know yours is inferior to what Andrew has, with it being an amazing, soft, fine, ultra-fine powder that is easy to digest, easy to swallow, easy on your stomach. With well over 1,300 people placing orders, I want to go over the pricing so you can see why everybody is shopping tonight. This is the single best day to order 60, 180, or 400 capsules. If you order after today, here's what the pricing is, still very competitive. If you order right now, you get substantial savings. In fact, 180 capsules tomorrow would cost you $89.90. If you take that same $89.90 tonight, you'll get more than double the amount, and we'll even give you $10 off. So it's better than a buy one, get one. It's a remarkable opportunity to save a lot of money and to do something good. I want to jump into something you said, Andrew, because some of the reviews mention it as well. Contract manufacturing versus what you do, a facility that is world-class right here in Henderson, Nevada in the United States, all solar powered, one of the only places, maybe the only one, quite frankly, of its kind and class.
And plus, I mean, beyond, our facility is beautiful. I'm proud of it. We'll probably do another remote from our facility, I suspect, in February. So in just a few months, we'll do a remote from our facility in Nevada. But I know this firsthand because I get all sorts of inquiries from countries from all different corners of the world saying that they could save me all sorts of money by making my vitamins for me. And that's what most companies do. It's a lot easier to just contract out your manufacturing instead of having a facility like mine with all the laboratory support that we have. We assay and test every raw material when it comes in. We assay and test every blend. We assay and test every finished product. It is a lot of work to manufacture a vitamin correctly. And no one goes about manufacturing vitamins as we do. No one goes about making them as an ultrafine powder in a capsule with no additives at all. I think when you're getting a vitamin mineral supplement, you want the vitamins, you want the minerals, you want the beneficial carotenoids like lutein and zeaxanthin, but you don't want fillers and binders and lubricants and colors and all sorts of other chemicals. You don't want those. So we had to develop the technology to be able to deliver these products to you 100% pure in terms of the product purity, but also pure in terms of the experience. It will be easy to swallow. It will be, in fact, if you want, you could even open up the capsule, empty the powder, and put it in a beverage. That's how neutral, soluble, and mild it is. You could actually take my multivitamin and put it in a beverage, and put it in yogurt, put it in oatmeal. You won't even notice it. Put it in a smoothie. That's how neutral, that's how mild, that's how soluble our products are.
Let's read a couple more reviews. A lot of people ordering with only 9 minutes left. We still have 2 other great today's special, including Andrew's calcium magnesium intensive care and vitamin K2 Mk7. This review reads, never without this daily vitamin. I looked at all 1 per day brands before I ordered this. It would take 3 competitor pills to come close to Andrew's 1 capsule, and they are huge pressed tablets with fillers. Andrew Lessman's vitamins are pure and still contain more vitamins than those. This is my 2nd order, plus you get 2,000 IU of vitamin D3 with this, a real winner. Essential 1 vitamins with D3. Simply the most superior product I have ever taken in supplements. Better than expected, and nothing compares to the quality. I have tried them all. If you may be considering a vitamin, look no further, or do not waste your money on a cheap, inferior product. I have recommended Essential 1 to many family members and friends, worth every single cent. The best, says Cynthia. This is absolutely the best multivitamin on the market. They glide down and never give you an upset stomach or get caught in your throat like huge, hard as brick vitamins do. And one last one, potent multi, says Diane. I have been taking this multi for 10 years. This was the first Andrew Lessman product I tried, beginning with a 60-day supplement. Supply rather. I take 7 to 10 of his supplements daily and can say they definitely help me stay healthy with good doctor reports. My husband and siblings also take this. There is no comparison to any other multi on the market. Andrew includes higher levels of each vitamin mineral as well as additions not found in most. Love the 2,000 IU of vitamin D. I trust Andrew completely for my supplements. And just to reiterate, that is why of all the products you see on HSN over our 46-year history, the most successful brand of all time on this television network, the world's first shopping channel, is Andrew Lessman Vitamins. And of Andrew's products, Essential 1 is Chapter 1. It's where to start. It really is a great foundation. And Andrew, to the extent of what we were discussing with some of those key ingredients, we broke down the cost on this chart of the D3, the B12, the C, the calcium, magnesium. Andrew, if purchased separately, they would add up to nearly $260.
And that's only 5 ingredients. And mind you, the lutein, lycopene, zeaxanthin, the 5-MTHF, which is 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate, our special natural form of folic acid. Those are the more expensive ingredients. If we added those 4 ingredients in as well, you'd probably be over $400. Wow. So that's why there's a chart I often read from the Journal of the American Medical Association. They talk about the importance of a multivitamin. And it says one of the best attributes of a multivitamin is that because it combines all these nutrients, they're more affordable. So our multivitamin is the perfect example of that. And when you get any product, you deserve a great value. You deserve ingredients that are going to work. But when it comes to a product like this, it's a little difficult to make that assessment, to discern whether it's going to work or not. But very, very straightforward. Natural vitamin E is more active than synthetic. All the leading brands use synthetic vitamin E. We do not. We use natural. Methylfolate, the natural form of folic acid, is active in all individuals. Standard folic acid, present in all the leading multivitamins, is not active in at least a third or 40% of the population or even more. These are decisions that these companies are making that are not in the best interests of their consumers. In fact, they're contrary to the interests of their consumers. So, and you could go down every ingredient in my product and make a comparison as to quality and make a comparison as to quantity. And it's, as all those reviews said, from folks who did their homework. There's nothing like it. And as we started this conversation before, using the language that someone used, saying, it would be good to compare my products to the competition, but there is no comparison, and there really is no competition. So when you really break it down, it's like apples and oranges, and ours are just simply designed to be superior. And I wish it wasn't that easy to make a superior product, but frankly, the leading multivitamins, they haven't changed much in my lifetime.
Right.
So it isn't very difficult for someone like me who's willing to create a facility to make the finest vitamins in the world. With modern technology, what it is, it isn't very difficult to make a superior product. And certainly we choose superior ingredients to start with. So as I know, as Wolfgang Puck always says, the secret to great cuisine is start with great ingredients. The secret to great vitamins, start with great ingredients. And that, as I always say, follow Mother Nature's lead and then get out of her way. And that's what we do. And I think we do it very well, and the reviews speak for themselves.
Over 4,000 reviews. Most products have 10 to 20 reviews at most. 4,000 reviews on Andrew's Essential One. Look, 'tis the season for thinking about and certainly spoiling others in your life, but this is something that you should spoil yourself with. If you order it today, we're going to get it straight out to you. You're going to have it, and then we can start the new year, January 1 perhaps, with a wonderful dedication to health and wellness. And this is an easy step to take where you know that the benefits are just extraordinary, something good for you. Look, you always have a return policy. You have till the end of January next year to decide if you tried other multivitamins and they didn't work for you, or they felt too heavy for you, as it were, they rested heavy on your stomach. Try Andrews. We know that's not going to be the case, but I want you to know we absolutely want you to give these a go. Again, over here we have the usual suspects, the red ones, the green ones, the orange ones, the Centrums, the one-a-days, the big brands. So many of us think of those, Andrew, and we see the flashy advertisements. I know, obviously knowing you for so long, money on marketing is not quite frankly where you put the money. You put it in more science and research, and it's those word of mouth referrals that are all the marketing you need.
We don't have a small marketing budget. We currently have no marketing budget.
Zero.
So but I've said this since I started my company 42 years ago, that I think if you make a product that's different and unique, and people can experience that difference, then the product is your marketing budget. And that's what I figure. Every single capsule we manufacture, and again, we don't make any tablets. Tablets are hard to swallow. Tablets will upset your stomach, especially when it comes to a multivitamin, multimineral, because when you create that tablet, you create a rock. A mineral in a dense mass is a rock. So when you're swallowing those multivitamin tablets, it's no wonder they upset our stomach, because we're essentially swallowing rocks. So it's very easy to see the difference between my product and their product. And what's wonderful at HSN, unlike typical stores, you can get it home. If you don't like it, if you don't like anything about it, if you don't like my picture on the label, you can send it back. But you'll love it. And it's not my invention. The big guy upstairs invented vitamins, minerals, carotenoids, these essential nutrients that we have to get from our diet, because they are not able to be made by our body. Maybe hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, when we lived otherwise, maybe we got them more efficiently. The way we eat today, unfortunately, we don't get what we need, and the demands of our life being what they are, we need them desperately. So a multivitamin, multimineral is just common sense. And this is the most logical and high-quality decision you can make when it comes to a multivitamin.
Doing this job on HSN, I can tell you the easiest part is when you can have a product where you can absolutely, unequivocally say, listen, this is the best. This is the best. That makes this job really easy. And I don't say that about any other product. Every product has its features and benefits. But with Andrew's Essential One, I say it boldly and blatantly, telling you that in all the research I have personally done and comparing with the other big brands, Andrew's Essential One is the world's finest multivitamin. It is the best. It is better. And I cannot recommend it enough. Look, if you were ever going to buy it, today would be the day rather than tomorrow, because if you buy it today, I'm going to save you a lot of money, and I'd rather I did that for you. 6180 or 400 capsules. If you buy it tomorrow, here's where the pricing is. Again, very competitive for the level of quality and purity and potency. But if you're able to decide today to buy it, as you can see, significant savings, substantial savings. Most people are ordering the 400 capsules, obviously giving you a little over a year's worth of supply for one person. That is saving more than you are spending. Thank you for your orders on Essential One. The night is just beginning. Andrew, we have 3 today's specials. I'm gonna head over this way. Next up, coming and making its return since December 2019, which was the last time it was a Today Special. It's Calcium Magnesium Intensive Care with Vitamin D3. There's a lot to talk about here as well. We're obviously thinking about strong, healthy bones and teeth, essential healthy skeleton as well. Today's special pricing, Andrew, one of those other ones where a simple, basic, foundational supplement that is so important.
And the typical calcium magnesium product or calcium product, the only thing people remember about them is how unpleasant they are to take. They tend to be very large tablets, and now we're truly talking about swallowing rocks. When we talk about a multivitamin, multimineral being compressed into a tablet, yes, you're swallowing a rock. When you're talking about calcium magnesium, it's a pure rock because all you're doing is compressing these minerals. And unfortunately, calcium technically is a metal. That's M-E-T-A-L. Right. It's a metal like iron in terms of what scientists consider. And when you look at metals typically are not highly soluble in an aqueous environment, in a water-based environment. So when you make a calcium tablet, you take something that's already not very soluble and you put it into a dense, insoluble mass. And the result is an upset stomach. So the only sensible, logical way to deliver these ingredients is to put them in an ultrafine, super soluble form and powder. And that's exactly what we do, which is why this product is, amazingly enough for a calcium magnesium product, virtually perfectly reviewed. We all need calcium. In a moment, we'll speak about vitamin K2.
Yes. Because
even if we get perfect calcium from our diet and we don't need to supplement calcium, we need to be aware of vitamin K2, because vitamin K2 is the way our body ensures that calcium stays in our bones where it's supposed to be and doesn't go to other parts of our body. But we'll talk about that in a moment. But if you simply want a calcium product that's an incredible value, pennies a capsule, and that will never upset your stomach. If anything, will be soothing and settling to your stomach and is super soluble, so it's beneficial and gets absorbed, then that's why we call calcium magnesium intensive care.
Well, if you look at the pricing, just so you'll see, you'll notice a difference tonight. We have a 6250, 500, and for the first time ever, a 1200 caps available, maximizing the savings, no doubt about it. That 1200 capsule, again, better than a buy one, get one on the 500, just $10 more, but you're getting significantly more, just $99.90 if you would like to order yours. Ultra soluble, enhanced absorption, easy to swallow, and again, 4.7 7-star rating is just, I mean, essentially perfectly rated, which gives you some idea of how people love this. Just a quick presentation tonight. We only have about 4.5 minutes left. But Andrew, again, you talk about something that's important to consider, and one of the benefits of doing these shows with you is kind of highlighting different vitamins and supplements and just getting the information across so we can make an educated decision.
And unfortunately, most of us don't have access to quality information. The internet is a great source of information. Some of it is not all that good. That's why what I endeavor to do, and I try to inform, I try to educate. Calcium is a critical nutrient for healthy bones, a critical mineral for healthy bones. Delivering with magnesium is the most sensible and doctor-recommended way to go. You need to make sure it's in forms that are going to be more soluble and better absorbed, and most importantly, it needs to be in a physical form. So if you're not going to get my calcium or magnesium, then look for something that might be a powder that you mix with water, or a powder like mine that's in a capsule. They'd both be equivalent, because that ultrafine powder is going to be more soluble. And you have to make sure also that the form, we use calcium citrate, calcium malate, that you use forms that are going to be more soluble, more, as they call it, bioavailable, meaning that it's going to be more available for your body to incorporate into the structures where it needs it, like your bones. And that's the key to having a quality calcium supplement.
Here's what some people are saying online at hsn.com. And again, you can search Lessman, Andrew Lessman vitamins, and you'll be able to see these reviews for yourself. This first one says, super solubility. I've been taking this for a few years now and have to say it's probably better than described. It's very easy to take and I have not had any digestive issues. I have taken Andrew Lessman products for almost 20 years and love the quality and effectiveness of his products. I highly recommend this product, with a note to make sure to start out with one of the Multivitamin Foundation products. Next one from Jenny in New York. Jenny says, I take calcium magnesium intensive care every day because I know the good effects it's going to do to my bones and body. I've taken calcium magnesium intensive care before. The results have always been positive. My bone density scans show good bones without loss of density. I also have faith in Andrew Lessman's vitamins along with his other vitamins that I have purchased because they are made of the purest ingredients possible, and that too is important to me. Great product. Thank you, Andrew, for bringing us the best supplements out there. I love the calcium magnesium intensive care capsules. It is an essential product that I can take every day to keep my bones strong. I take many of your products as well. I wouldn't be without them. I love the Flex Pays. Folks, we have Flex Pays tonight on all the sizes. I'll do one last one. Excellent calcium supplement. I chose this product based on Andrew's stellar reputation. I am postmenopausal and feel that these will benefit my bones as they contain all the calcium sources, magnesium and vitamin D3. It's easy to swallow with no upset stomach. Andrew, it's interesting for me to read what people have observed over all these years, and that is reputation. And you know, Andrew, your reputation just precedes you. You are passionate in the pursuit of perfection of your vitamins.
Well, I've been manufacturing vitamins for 42 years. I've been at HSN for more than 25 years, spent almost 6 years before that at QVC. So my products have been very visible. The discussion of my products very visible, and the quality is apparent. If you look at my reviews at hsn.com, I think by now there's probably 300,000 or 400,000 reviews. And at HSN, this is not that other big website where you have all the fake reviews. These are real reviews from real people who have real experiences with my products. And if you look at those several 100,000 reviews, it averages about 80% 5-star reviews, averages 4.6 stars. And I've made products that were very badly reviewed. And if I make a product that's badly reviewed, it basically tells me I failed. So what do? I have to go back to the drawing board. I have to make that product go away, and then it can't come back until I can make a product that I know will get positive reviews. I have no reason to ever offer a product that isn't positively reviewed, and I can't comprehend products that do. because your customers are telling you you've done a bad job. You need to go back to work. So I work very hard to make sure that even on those infrequent occasions, when we make a product that isn't positively reviewed, I take those reviews as constructive criticism, and I go back to the drawing board. I make a product that will be positively reviewed, like my meal replacement. Originally, it was terribly reviewed, but of course now we've listened to all the commentary and the criticism over the last 30 years. And it's an incredibly positively reviewed product. But that's when you make your own products, and that's what we do. Unlike most other companies, we have the ability to be responsive to what the commentary we get, the criticism we get, or the praise we get. And we follow the praise and we learn from the criticism.
Well, we are 2 today's specials in. We have one more that we want to share with you. We just talked about calcium, and we're talking about getting enough. Now we need to make sure it's going where it's supposed to be going and not to the wrong places, and that's where vitamin K2 Mk7. This is one of those supplements, vitamins, one of those products that Andrew has really shined a spotlight on over the past few years, and it has really got a lot of attention. I'm thrilled that today it is a today's special pricing. These are massive savings. So just to quickly highlight, if you order vitamin K2 Mk7, you're going to save a huge amount of money. There's a 61, 22, 44, 80, or a special new size of 1,000 capsules. That 1,000 capsules, if you order it tomorrow, is $339. If you order it tonight, it's $149.90, saving you more than you're spending.
No, you won't be able to order it tomorrow because that special size is only for the Today Special.
Yes, there you go.
So that special size, it's something we've never done before. We've done it for, again, popular request, as I say. We follow the praise, we follow suggestions, and a lot of folks wanted a larger size vitamin K2 to make it even more affordable. So as affordable as our vitamin K2 might be, that made it even more affordable. And vitamin K2 is something that a lot of folks think you take vitamin K2 when you take a calcium supplement, because vitamin K2 makes sure the calcium goes to your bones, stays in your bones, benefits your bones, and doesn't go into, say, your arteries and interfere with the elasticity or flexibility of your arteries. That's sort of partially true. The fact is, it doesn't matter what your source of calcium might be, whether it's a supplement, whether it's milk or yogurt or spinach for that matter, whatever your source of calcium, once that calcium is in your body, there's a constant, omnipresent risk that calcium can find itself in tissues we'd rather not find it in. It's just part of a natural biological system. Biological systems are inherently less than perfect. As we say, we human beings, none of us are perfect. Biological systems are not perfect. But there is a solution to the calcium permeating and finding itself in tissues we don't want to find it in. And that solution from Mother Nature is vitamin K2 Mk7. Typically, we think of vitamin K for clotting. That's vitamin K1 that's involved in blood clotting. Vitamin K2 Mk7 is all about policing the calcium in your body, making sure it delivers its optimum benefits to the bone and skeleton, and making sure that calcium doesn't find itself in other tissues. Clinical studies have shown vitamin K2 Mk7, even just taken for a few months, increases the resiliency, flexibility, elasticity of arteries. And if I wanted any tissue in my body to retain its elasticity and flexibility and resiliency, sure, it would be good for my skin. I'd look more youthful. Sure, it would be great for my joints. My joints would function even better if they were more flexible and elastic and more youthful. But where the real benefits are in our arteries, because our arteries have to retain their flexibility, especially our coronary arteries, to make sure that critical blood flow continues to take place in an aging vascular and aging circulatory system. So that's where vitamin K2 really distinguishes itself, where it delivers its benefits not just in terms of skeletal health, but even more importantly for heart health.
It's so important to listen to this information and to kind of digest it. And so many of the reviews that we see here, I'll read a couple of them, really express that. Here's one. It says, I wish I had known about this earlier. I now include this in my daily supplement regimen to assist in getting calcium into my bones and out of my arteries. As with all of Andrew's products, this is top-notch, effective, and never any upset stomach or side effects. Highly recommend. My bones say thank you. I have bone issues for which I've been treated for a couple of years. I take calcium and magnesium, and I'm glad to have this supplement to send it to my bones where I need it. I appreciate the knowledge of how all these minerals and vitamins work in tandem, and the thought that goes into making it all work together like an orchestra making beautiful music. Thank you. Andrew, I suppose that's a great way to look at it, right? It's the synergy, it's the combination of the two. We're getting the calcium, and we're making sure it's doing most benefit for us.
We have to have the calcium. In fact, even if we don't have a calcium-rich diet, even if we don't supplement calcium, the largest reservoir in our body is the calcium that's present in our bones. And it's both a structural component, of course, in our bones, but it's also the reservoir for calcium, because calcium has to be present in every single cell in our body. So calcium is found everywhere in our body. That's why we run the risk, potentially, of calcium finding itself, say, in artery walls as part of our body trying to heal damage that might occur in those artery walls. We would rather not see calcium deposited there. And that's where vitamin K2 Mk7 is so critical in really making sure that sort of is something that happens in biological systems is something called equilibrium. And whatever we might talk about, there's going to be some kind of balance and some kind of equilibrium established. And you want to have an equilibrium when it comes to calcium that favors its deposition and integration in bone tissue and disfavors, reduces, inhibits the likelihood of its incorporation and integration into other tissues, whether it's going to be our vascular tissue, our arteries, our joints. So that's where vitamin K2 Mk7 delivers its benefits. Whether you supplement calcium or not, its benefits are still available to everyone, because we all have calcium in our diet, we all have calcium in our bodies.
I really want to express to everybody the importance and significance of this specialty size that will not be available tomorrow. This is a big deal because the savings are huge. This 1,000 capsule size has been done especially for today. It is by far the most popular. The 1,000 caps really should be $339.90. We're offering it at $149.90, so you're saving way more than you're spending, saving $190 on that $149 purchase. So if you can, you should do it. I know there's a lot of information, it's a lot to take in, but the more and more people know about vitamin K2 Mk7, the more obvious it is that this is something you should be considering adding to your regimen of important vitamins and supplements, as usual with everything we've talked about tonight, whether it's magnesium, calcium, intensive care, whether it's Essential 1. Andrew's is the finest, it is the best, just like all of these reviews are saying. I'll read one more real fast review. It's a good way to, I suppose, round it out. It's from Marlin in Florida, and Marlin says, the ultimate. This is my first time being introduced to vitamin K2 Mk7, and I am truly blessed with this now being added to my daily routine. And I am thankful for you explaining the benefits derived for a healthy heart and bones. I have added this as a #1 priority, staying heart healthy. Thank you, and keep us posted on staying healthy. Blessings. And Andrew, that's the thing. It's the more you know, the more you understand, the more obvious it is that this is something you should really be considering.
Yeah, and unfortunately, again, we talk about how I don't have a promotional budget. I don't have a marketing budget. The large pharmaceutical companies certainly have large marketing budgets. The big vitamin brands promote their multivitamins, but vitamin K2 Mk7, when I started talking about it originally more than a decade ago, no one was talking about it. The only people talking about it were the scientists, and the scientists were so excited that I was finally talking about this ingredient. What's exciting to me is that more and more physicians, there are so many reviews on this product that when individuals showed it to their physician said, fantastic, it's a great idea, you need to be taking this. There's so much more awareness that vitamin K1, yes, that's about clotting, blood clotting, but vitamin K2 Mk7 is all about benefits from calcium. You can't absorb calcium without vitamin D, but you can't use calcium optimally, effectively without vitamin K2 Mk7. It's impossible.
Well, we're excited to see certainly so many people ordering. This is the day to do it, to get it home. It's that little pot of gold, or the big pot of gold if you go for that 1,000 capsules, that's for sure. The purity, the efficacy, the quality is always guaranteed with Andrew, and that is why it's just an easy yes. Savings are important. Value is paramount. Certainly, today's value is the biggest day of the year to be able to order. Thank you for your orders on this. The other two today's specials, of course, calcium, magnesium, intensive care, and Andrew's world-class multivitamin, which is essential one. We want to round out our evening this evening with two monthly specials, both of which I'm excited to say are brand new. I've never, ever talked about these before. Andrew, I'm excited to learn more. Cranberry, a new formula with D-mannose. Why did you do this and why is it important?
Why did I do this? There's a lot, and I'm sure there are thousands of people watching that are very excited that I did this. So cranberry, we start with our cranberry, and obviously there's only so much space in a capsule. So our typical cranberry is 500 milligrams in a capsule. There's another ingredient that actually, unbelievably enough, as great as all the science is on cranberry in terms of its benefits for the urinary tract, bladder, and kidneys, there's another ingredient called mannose. Mannose is a simple sugar, but you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't get metabolized, and it won't affect blood sugar or anything like that. But cranberry and mannose together, they're both, I view them as being equally beneficial, and maybe even I'd give a little bit of an edge toward mannose. We also have mannose available separately if you just want mannose. Okay. But if you want the ultimate combination of urinary tract, bladder, kidney support ingredients, then it's this product. And it's 2 capsules per day. Your doctor might recommend you take more. You can take that. That's not a problem at all. But I just take 2 capsules a day. That's what my mom takes as well.
Well, pricing is here for the month. Great pricing. Obviously, we're at the back half of the month now, and with the holidays just a few days away, you might forget about it, and I want to make sure you order it during the month of December to get the significant savings.
Yeah, there's looking at the research, and I know urologists, physicians, it's now become, mannose is being recommended right there just as frequently as cranberry. Wow. In terms of an ingredient that just creates that healthier environment, supports a healthier microbiome in the bladder, the urinary tract. It's the perfect combination of the 2 most established beneficial ingredients, and we just wanted to make sure we did our research, excuse me, did our homework before we combined cranberry with anything else. Our cranberry is the perfect cranberry, but with mannose, it's now the perfect 1-2 punch in terms of supporting the urinary tract, bladder, and kidneys.
Well, it is the dynamic duo, and we have well over 1,000 orders coming through, so Andrew was absolutely correct. Obviously, a lot of people waiting for this amazing combination of these 2 together, available for the first time as a monthly special. If you would like to be the first to order it, it's 076854. Andrew, again, as always, the color, people looking at this may say, oh, they colored it a nice pink color. That's the real color.
No, that's the real color of our cranberry extract. And then the mannose is just a fine white, it's a white powder. It kind of looks like sugar. It's a monosaccharide. It's something that like cranberry, both of them, the science on their benefits is that they affect the environment and they exert a beneficial effect on pH, they exert a beneficial effect on the microbiome in our urinary tract and bladder. And I'd recommend you go online, read the research, and as much as there's compelling science on cranberry, and the health of our urinary tract and bladder. Recently, I would say that the science on mannose is right there, maybe even a little more science rolling in recently on mannose. So if you take 2 capsules, and what's great about this, it's a better value than the 2 products separately.
Yeah.
So taking 2 capsules of this today, taking 2 capsules of them blended together is even more economical than taking 1 capsule of each.
And you can see that here. The cranberry benefit's normally about $50. The D-mannose about $40. So total price is nearly $90. Our special price is $39.90. So you're saving $50. A big opportunity, and we are slammed busy. Folks, the demand is very significant on this. I would encourage you, if you're getting a little tired because it's late, order this before you go to sleep. There's a lot of people saying, okay, I've been waiting for this combination. Something that, obviously, if you follow Andrew, you know, he puts a lot of thought into it. And Andrew, you're always listening more than most to your customers of what they're looking for, what they want, and here's the result.
More than most, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine anyone spends more time paying attention to the feedback, the reviews, the science. The only thing that prevents us from introducing products quickly is just how patiently we do our research on a new product. So this is something that I've been looking at. I'm almost embarrassed to say I've been looking at adding mannose to cranberry for about 5 years.
Wow.
And that's just how long it took me to make sure the science supported it, to make sure that we could find the best mannose in the world, make sure that we could blend it with our cranberry and that the formula would be stable and valid. So we just are cautious. So we're not about chasing after the next big product. We're all about making sure we make a new perfect product.
Well, talking of a new perfect product, that brings us to our last item of the night and another monthly special. I'm curious, I'm excited. White mulberry leaf plus cinnamon. Andrew, tell us the story on this one.
No, this is another very exciting one. We've been working on this probably, embarrassed to say, probably even longer, 5, 6, 7 years on this one. But our cinnamon extract product, our cinnamon, as if you're familiar with it, cinnamon extract, if extracted properly, supports healthy blood sugar metabolism, healthy insulin metabolism. And so we've had this cinnamon extract product. It's virtually a perfectly reviewed product for more than a decade. White mulberry leaf also has a relationship to blood sugar metabolism and insulin metabolism, but a little indirectly. White mulberry leaf actually interferes with the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates and sugars in the gut. And in so doing, we absorb less of those sugars. And in so doing, it has a lesser impact on blood sugar. So our blood sugar will go up less in response to a meal because the white mulberry leaf extract interferes with the digestion and the subsequent absorption of those sugars. So combined with cinnamon, it's a remarkable 1-2 punch with the white mulberry leaf extract working in the gut. You take a single capsule with a meal that contains carbohydrate or sugar. That's how you use it. And the cinnamon, of course, works in your body supporting healthy blood sugar metabolism. So one works in your gut in dealing with the absorption of sugar, and also because it interferes with the digestion and absorption of sugar, it actually enhances your microbiome because those carbohydrates are then available in the lower parts of your intestine to support. It basically feeds the friendly flora, feeds the microbiome.
Well, this is, again, a monthly special pricing. Here's the options, 30, 60, 180, or a 360 caps. Here's where the pricing will be at the end of the month. And here's where we are today. I mean, really fantastic with the flex pay, with the free shipping and handling. So again, really big savings when it comes to naturally supporting healthy blood sugar response, balance, and metabolism. Brand new, you are seeing it for the first time, certainly in one of the shows I've done, white mulberry leaf with cinnamon. Andrew, you're always looking to do new things, and obviously you will not do it until it's perfect, and we appreciate that about you.
Well, the cinnamon is basically a perfectly reviewed product. The only reason I'm going to add another ingredient is if it can enhance that perfectly reviewed product. Of course, we still have our cinnamon on its own. We still will have our cranberry on its own. But for those who would want sort of an enhanced version, a more comprehensive version. If you look at how cinnamon works systemically. When you add the white mulberry leaf extract, that works in the digestive system to interfere with the absorption of additional sugar or additional carbohydrate. So it reduces the load systemically. So it enhances cinnamon's ability to do what it needs to do by reducing the burden systemically.
Andrew, we have taken this right to the very last few seconds. I want to thank you, sir, as always. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 9 p.m. East Coast time. Congratulations on great today's specials, and we'll see you throughout the day. Thank you, Andrew.
Oh, you're welcome, Adam. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching HSN. Stay with us.